All right, so hi, I'm Brittany. Can I get your names to start off?
My name is Amir.
Omir? Amir.
A-M-I-R.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Amir.
Nice to be met.
Rashad.
Rashad, all right. So we're just going to start off by touching on the confidentiality papers that I sent to you all beforehand. Basically, anybody that will have access to this session would be the judge if I'm court ordered, or if you bring up child abuse or elderly abuse in the session. Other than that, everything you say is strictly confidential, just between me, you, and your, this is a roommate situation?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, so throughout the session, I'm going to be jotting down a little bit of notes, if that's okay with you all.
That's cool.
It's fine.
That's your job, man.
Well, if there's nothing else, then let's get right to it. So who wanted to come into therapy today?
I did.
Yeah, all right. Tell me a little bit about the problem that you're having. What brings you here?
It seemed like we can't come to a mutual agreement about stuff that needs to be done around the house on a daily basis.
I don't have a problem either.
So you said you all were not able to reach a mutual agreement. I heard Amir say that he didn't have a problem. So tell me a little bit about the problem that you all are having without coming to the agreement.
He claim over there.
Just like general stuff, dishes in the sink. I just feel like, I talked to him a couple times about the dishes in the sink. If you use it, clean it, just don't leave it sitting there. I go in the kitchen and I'm not able to use something because I have to wash it out or it's just filthy. We both have our own bedrooms. First thing people see when they walk in is the living room. All I ask is you keep the living room looking presentable, because when people come in, that's the first thing they see. If you want to have your room looking a certain way, that's fine. You can keep your door closed, but when they come in, that's the first thing they see. Then they come in my room and they ask me why the house look a certain way. They thinking that I'm dirty. I done spoke with them a couple times about this, and they feel like I'm just being petty. So I just figured we just needed somebody else to step in and, I guess, try to see where he coming from, where I'm coming from, and see if we can just find some common ground.
Okay, so I heard you say that the first thing people see is coming into a dirty house when you have people over. Amir, give me your take on what Rashad just said.
We ain't got roaches. So I don't understand what the problem is.
And is everybody comfortable today? I just want to make sure everything's...
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't really want to be here.
All right, so we're going to touch on, kind of walk me through a scenario of what happens when you try to tell him about his uncleanliness.
Just a couple days ago, I was telling him about for instance, the dishes in the sink. He cooked something the morning before, and I went to use dishes that night, and the dish was just dirty in the sink. So I had to clean them. I feel like, I shouldn't be cleaning dishes behind him, because I clean my own dishes, and every time I say something to him about it, he want to bulk up and get all defensive. I guess I don't know if he feel like I'm, trying to be funny in front of my guests, but that ain't even the case. So he try to book them. Sometimes they end up, we argue. Sometimes they end up in a physical however you say it, confrontation. So.
And you use the word bulks up. Do you mind elaborating a little bit about what bulks up is to you?
Want to swell up. Like he got to protect, like he, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. I do what I want to do. I pay bills here, stuff like that.
Okay, and you also mentioned that you all start to argue and you get into physical altercations.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit more about your physical altercations. What happens? What
Sometimes-
leads to that?
I be whooping his head.
So it's not even true.
Come on,
But,
man,
sometimes
you
it
too
can-
uptight. Why you so uptight?
Some-
Man, shit
some-
don't even be that dirty.
Sometimes it come to blows. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it never come to nothing what we call the cops, because at the end of the day, we family. But you know, I feel like it should have to come to that. I feel like, you know, we should, like I said, we should
Should, man. You uptight.
come to some
Chill.
common ground and be like, yo, we'll do this part and we'll be good. You know, I compromise with the stuff that he, you know what I'm saying, that he want done, you know.
So you feel as though that you take the necessary steps to try to tell him in a nice and respectable way that, hey, you may need to tidy up just a little bit more.
Right.
All right. So Amir, hearing what he had to say, can I get your take on what happens in that scenario? So when he approaches you about,
You just need to relax. Like, everything got to be, oh, clean up. Just chill. It's like,
Sit down,
be
mama.
in the house, man.
Sit down, baby.
Cool. Everything got to be clean all the time. I mean, it is. People do live here. Stuff is gonna get dirty. Like, you expect everything to be clean all the time.
so what happens when he approaches you? How does that make you feel?
It's like, we're both grown. You gotta talk to me like, I ain't your, you know what I'm saying? I ain't your kid, man. Same house.
So how do you react? Because I heard him mention that you bulk up. What's your take? How do you
I mean,
react?
I'm an adult. Talk to me like an adult. Why it got to be out there? That shit was just in the
How many
city.
times does somebody got to say something to somebody, though? Is it hard to clean up something after you get done using it? But
I don't
that's
know.
just
Maybe
laziness,
that's
you know?
something- You may
It
wanna
was
ask
in there.
Amir.
I mean, it was in there. It was in the sink. I ain't leaving it in the floor. Sometimes I leave some dishes and cups and shit like in the floor with trash or gum wrap or something like that. But you know, I get it eventually. I ain't no roaches. I ain't seen no roaches.
You sensing that y'all have like a little bit of hostility amongst each other. It kind of puts me in the time frame of when you all get into it with each other too. The aggressiveness I'm sensing.
I mean,
There's
'cause
a lot of anger.
I'm not asking for a lot, yo. Just like, only thing I'm saying, like, just keep what people see when they walk in clean. That's the first thing they see. Keep that clean, we cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have, you know, somebody over and the first thing they see is this mess. Like, nobody going to want to walk to a house that's messy, like, unless they just used to seeing mess. Like,
Okay. So, Amir, tell me a little bit more about the fights. What happens to get you to want to fight Rashad?
he don't like being called out on his cleanliness. He don't like being called
I
out.
want to call it that, but I mean,
He used to them dusty
I
footholds.
feel like it's all our space. It's my space too, even though it's his. But shit, sometimes I just don't saying that serious to me.
So when y'all,
I don't feel like it should be taken to the level he take it to. We take shit over. Why it got to be all the rah rah rah? I'm gonna put you on punishment. Like, man, well,
so what happens to get him to that level? Like, what do you feel?
he's just uptight, man. Look.
Okay.
So what you feel acceptable as far as, you know, the first appearance when people walk in? What you feel like it, you know, should be done? If it was your choice.
I never really cleaned up after myself, so when the girls that do come over, I make them clean it up. Instead of me doing it, why would I do it? That's what she over there for. She can clean it.
And so you feel that it's not your responsibility to clean up.
Yeah, when she come over, I make her clean. For me, she don't mind. So.
Okay. So Rashad, hearing your roommate say this, what all happens? What gets you built up? Like how does the escalation kind of simmer down as well? How do you get to the point to where you just know, hey, this is how it's been, so it's gonna always be like that. How do you come down from that level of confrontation with Amir?
I don't really. I just go to my room, chill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, eventually he go in there and clean it up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I should have to limit myself to my bedroom just so I have to deal with something that's outside of the room. Well, I don't feel like I should have to leave the home to cool myself off. You know, I feel like we should just we live together, we family. It's not that hard. You know.
So when you leave, when you physically remove yourself from the situation, how is it when you return back to the situation?
I mean,
how's the interaction with you all?
The tension be there. I mean, most times when I come in, the stuff, everything that needed to be done, but the tension is still there to why I had to get to that point to where I had to leave before it escalated, you know. Why can't it just be done from the get-go?
Okay, Amir, how do you deal with the tension in the air? When he asks you to do something, how do you respond?
I made my girlfriend usually, but if she don't come to the house, I guess it's gonna be clean.
So when she doesn't come, you say you guess it will not get clean at all?
I mean, I straightened up. I mean, clean. I wouldn't even know where to start. So,
And that's a problem.
she seems pretty good at it. So
Have you told Rashad that?
that she cleaned up, he see her clean up.
You just said that you don't know where to start to clean. Have you told him that?
No.
Okay. So I'm seeing here maybe he may need help to get it the way that you want
He a
things to be.
he a grown man. I can't. This man, 25 years old. I can't sit here and tell him, this is how you do this is how you do that. Like, I'm not his mother. I'm not his father. You know what I'm saying? He should have learned that. I mean, you sit here, you watch what I do when I mean, I'm setting an example when I go in there and do something, or I'm in here and do something, or I clean up behind myself. He right there. He see what needs to be done. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can comprehend. You know, hey, if I leave this here, let me clean this up. This ain't where this goes.
So you mentioned earlier that you confront Amir about the problem. How do you confront Amir with the problem?
I mean, I don't even come at him, you know, crazy. I just say, Amir, I need to use these dishes. Can you knock these out? You know, I shouldn't have to clean them because you used them last. Can you do it? Or, hey, if you straight in the living room, you know, you just in here, you got your shoes all over the place and your clothes everywhere. He straighten up a little bit. I got company coming over. Then he want to go, oh, I'll do it when I want to. It's my house too. I pay bills here. They'll be all right. If they got a problem with it, they can stay home. Like, you know, it shouldn't have to be like that.
So I kind of sense that you all want equal authority, equal power, equal responsibility in the household. Is that something that you both want from each other?
I want that, but I don't see him wanting that, you know, because little stuff that he asks me to do, I do it, you know. You know, sometimes I'm in my room bumping music and he's trying to sleep because he got to go to work, you know. And he said, can you turn it down? Or at this time, can you turn down your music because you know I got to go to work in a little bit? I do it. I just naturally do it. I'm like, yo, out of respect, I know he got to go to work soon. You know, even though I pay bills here, I know he got to go to work soon. I'm going to turn down my music at this time so he can get some rest. So, out of respect, if I had company coming over, just in general, hey, you look out for me when I need to go to work. I'm gonna look out for you in general with keeping the house clean. You know, it's just you know, I look out for you. We tag team everything. So you expect me to do something for you, but you can't do nothing for me. It ain't supposed to work like that.
Amir, are you hearing what Rashad is saying?
Yeah.
And what's your take on the whole him stopping things for you, but you're not able to stop things or do things for him in return?
Stuff usually get clean, but if my girlfriend don't come over, then it don't happen. But stuff usually get clean when she come over. So,
Okay.
get clean at some point. It's clean. But it's a house. People live in it. People gonna come here, so it's gonna get dirty.
Okay. I'm hearing everything that you both are saying. And again, it brings it back to the point of sharing the responsibility. Amir, it sounds like he's wanting to be respected in an adult level. Yes, you all are sharing a living space, but he feels that he doesn't always have to do things on your time, and he doesn't always have to be as clean as you may want him or need him to be. Rashad, I'm hearing that you just want him to be a little bit more neater and cleaner, especially when you all have company over. Feel like you want him to take on the equal responsibility of the load and the chores around the house. Is that correct?
It's pretty accurate.
What
But
about
he
you,
ain't even really
Rashad?
gotta clean up. My girlfriend be coming over and cleaning up, so he ain't gotta clean up that much.
Man, what girlfriend, bro?
Come on, man.
What girlfriend?
Whatever one I call.
What up? Alright. Whatever girlfriend you talking about. Whatever. I don't know. She lived with them roaches, so she used to it. She don't say nothing when she come over and see the house.
I ain't know what you did.
I keep hearing you say roaches are not here. So is that the
They on their way. They coming.
Not even there.
Bro, bro, they called me and said, I'm gonna be there, bro. They said they gonna be here.
So tight, man.
Bro, they seen how the house looked. The roaches said they on their way. They coming.
You gotta see.
Alright.
Well, I've learned a lot about both of you all today. It's a lot of information that I'm able to work on here. I see that with time, you all will be able to get the issue resolved.
I hope so, Miss Cameron.
I just hope you all are hearing each other a little bit more now. I hope I was able to
I mean, what you think?
think that you all y'all want basically the same things. It's just y'all are going about it in a different way.
Well, can you tell us the right way?
I can't do that. I'm just here to help you figure out the right way. But you all are on the right track. The first step is coming in here. So I do appreciate you all for your time, and I hope that you all will come back for another session.
Long as he
See?
Did anybody have any questions?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, I thank you for your time and drive safely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.